Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome back to the Rags to Riches series. We're back with the new team, and I can't wait to get started, honestly. Starting off the year, we're playing a road game at Navy, our old school. I always like to go back to the old school, normally in my first season with the team. I can't wait to get into this. Like I said before, probably won't be here longer than a year, I should say. So, won't deal with recruiting. Let's take a peek at this. We're picked to win. Probably because we're versus Navy. We only got picked to win when we were Navy twice, I think. These were our leaders last season. Carroll had a 1,500-yard season. Wow. That was our leaders as well last year, technically. Our line with 12 touchdowns, 21 interceptions. He was hurt a lot. Maynard ended up being our leading rusher. So this is how our schedule's looking. At Navy, home versus Iowa, at 19 Penn State, at 14 Cincinnati, the defending national champions. Then conference play starts where home versus UTSA, at North Texas, at Tulsa, home versus Rice, home versus Florida Atlantic, at East Carolina, home versus Louisiana Tech, and then at UTEP. Now I don't know which offense I want to run with this team quite yet. For starting out, I think I'm just going to use Tulane's. I actually don't know what they run right now, so I'm going to rock with that. When it comes to the ratings, we actually outmatched someone for the first time, 84 overall to 67 overall, 90 offense to 67 offense, and 82 defense to 70 defense. Top players for them, Nichols, the kicker, 86 overall, even though he can't kick a field goal longer than like 42 yards. Punter, Davey, 77 overall, and John Marshall, 76 overall. That man was a beast for us in the Navy-Army game. And then for us, we got our punter's 94 overall. Right outside linebacker, Williams, 92. And our center, Hainsworth, is 90 overall. We are returning home after our first year as offensive coordinator at Navy. We lose the toss. They will defer. And year 2 is officially upon us as we take the field for the first time with Tulane. It's going to take me a little to learn the names of these players, but I'll eventually get it down. Play action from Pratt, Carroll. Wow. Got a good start. In the shotgun with Carroll to my left. Seam looks like it was going to be open, but we're going to hit Grant. That's Lewis Grant. Makes a man miss to the 40. Can we outrun this man? Juke him out! Lewis Grant! The JUCO player we just got this season, 66-yard reception. First and goal for the Green Wave. Can we pound this ball in for our first touchdown of the year? Right up the middle. Carroll only gets ahead for one. In motion comes Daniel. Play action to Carroll. Gonna hit Daniels. Christian Daniels is in. Touchdown Tulane. We take a 6-0 lead. Our defense goes and gets a stop. We're going to be back on the field with our offense. We're going to switch James to a streak. Back to pass. Going to roll to the right. That slant's going to open. That's going to be Deuce Watts. Deuce is ahead for 28. I'm going to be 100% honest. I know this game just started, but I don't see myself using this playbook past this. I'm just not a fan of a lot of the plays in here. This is going to be a play action. We're just going to toss it up to Deuce Watts. Can he make a play? I'm surprised. Normally when the corner runs past like that, he kind of keeps going. And that's Pratt's first interception of the year. Defense goes and gets a stop. We're back out on the field. It's going to be a counter to Cameron Carroll. Carroll gets to the outside. He gets ahead for 6. 2nd and 4, they're pressing. We're going to audible to some deeper routes. We're just going to toss this up. That one's a little bit too close to the out of bounds. If that's actually in the play, that's a touchdown easily. Not a great pass by Michael Pratt. We're going to hit Tyreek James, though. On the 3rd down, 14-yard reception for Tyreek James. See, the thing with Pratt, he has a very good arm, but his accuracy is just not great, and I feel like that's going to be a problem for us all year. This is going to be Grant across the middle of the field again. 15-yard reception for Lewis Grant. He is fast. He just feels so speedy and shifty. Christian Daniel's going to come into motion here. We're just going to hit him over the top as nothing else is open. He gets ahead for 9. It's going to be 3rd and 1. And this is the perfect situation for Cameron Carroll because he is a big, beefy back there. Right up the middle. Easily gets ahead. But that's Tyjae Spears anyways. That wasn't even Carroll. So that defeats the purpose of me even saying all that. Going to go with the triple option here. I don't know if it's really going to work great because I can tell Pratt is not much of a runner. Well, he feels much faster here than he did earlier. He gets ahead for 16. And it's 1st and 10 for the Tulane Green Wave. Funky looking play here. It's going to be a give to Carroll. Gets to the outside and only gets ahead for 1. Carroll seems to be hurt on that play. That's not great. Don't want one of our best players getting hurt in the first game of the season. It's going to be Tyjae Spears back there on this play. Across the middle, we're going to hit Tyreek James. That's going to be 1st and goal for Tulane. Watts is going to come into motion. We're going to look for Brown here in the corner. That's what we're going to get. Reggie Brown, touchdown Tulane. We go up 2 scores. Navy goes down and gets a 72-yard touchdown to cut the lead to 7. We're going to go back to the ground with Carroll. He gets ahead for 6. We're going to look for a big back here again on the slip screen. He's going to open up. He's got blockers ahead of him. Except none of them will actually go and block for him. Carroll gets ahead for 32. It's going to be a play action to Spears. And we're going to want to toss it back to Spears if he opens up. He's not going to. We're just going to hit Brown. Brown fighting forward. Gets ahead for 4. And that's going to be the end of the first. We lead 14-7 over the Navy midshipmen, our former school. We haven't tried a shotgun run yet with Carroll. Try it here, see what we can get. He gets ahead for the first. 7 yards on the ground for Carroll. Going to 5 wide. Going to switch Grant to a slant. Roll out. Try to hit Grant. We got him. He gets ahead for the first after a broken tackle. 2nd and 10. Going to run an angle route with Carroll. Actually going to look for Lewis Grant again. 23-yard reception. Inside the 5. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Green Wave. Can we get a power run with Cameron Carroll for his first down of the season? He's going to cut it to the outside. No one can get him. Touchdown Tulane. We go up 20-7. Defense goes and gets a 3 and out. We're back on the field with the offense. Can we extend this lead? Back under center for this play. Wonder if Tyreek James can get open along the seam. He was kind of there. We're going to run it with Pratt. Pratt gets ahead for 10. It's going to be 3rd and inches. It's going to be a give to Carroll here. I formation. Carroll's going to be getting the ball. He's going to cut it to the outside. He's got a little bit of space. He gets ahead for 13 in the first. We got Grant coming across on a crossing route here. Hit him on that. He gets ahead for around 9. 13 of 20, 239, 2 touchdowns and an interception for Pratt on the day so far. This is going to be a give to Carroll. Get ahead for the first and some more. Lewis Grant's going to come into motion on a short low drag route here. Going to hit him quick. See if we can make someone miss. He gets ahead for 11. Lewis Grant's going to be a huge part of this team. I can already tell. Play action to Carroll. Going to roll out to the left. We're under pressure. He just gets our ankles. That's going to be a sack. It's going to be 3rd and 16 now. Can we keep this streak up on this 3rd and long here? We're not going to be able to. We get sacked again. 11-yard loss. It's going to be 4th and 26. Can our kicker kick this field goal? They're going to try it. He can. That's nice to see that our kicker can hit something deeper than 42 yards. 23-7 lead. We're back on the field with our offense. Trying to get another score before the half. Gonna be an out route for Grant. Grant gets ahead for 17. Under center with Pratt. 2 tight ends set. Back to pass. We're going to be under pressure again. We don't have much there. We're just going to throw it. 3rd and long now. Going to go 5 wide. 5 receivers out there. I thought Grant was going to go up the field. That's why I threw that. And we're going to punt. We stopped them. We're all the way back on our own 9. 51 seconds left. 2 timeouts. Can we get something here? That's going to be Jaquan Jackson deep. He gets a block. Say goodbye because nobody is catching him. We're extending this lead. Jaquan Jackson's first catch is a touchdown. We have a chance to actually get in field goal range here. We have a timeout left. I like this play a little bit better. Play action. We get hit as we threw it. 8 seconds. We probably have a chance for one more play to get into field goal range without having to take a shot for the end zone. You know what? We're just going to run this. And just maybe us Tyreek James across the middle. He's not probably going to be outrun these people. We do kind of have him deep. He comes back and gets it. Can't get anything. Now, if that play was that 8-second one, I would have just dove to the ground, took our timeout, but time was already out. We are up 30-7 at the half. Already much better than last season. They started the second half with the ball. We get a quick 3 and out. Offense is going to be back out there. To give to Carroll, we get to the outside. He gets ahead for 5. Play action pass, fake to Carroll. We're just going to run it with Pratt. Gets ahead for the first. 2nd down in the shotgun. That's open over the middle. And he just gets in front of it. Derek Atwater's great play on the ball. 3rd and 10. We're going to go to 4 verticals. Throwing it deep for Grant. It's going to be knocked away. We're going to be forced to punt. Back out there with the offense. Cameron Carroll on the give. He's going to stiff arm his way forward for a couple. 4 verticals for Tulane. They're going to send some weird stunt. We're just going to toss it up. That's going to be Grant in stride. Say goodbye. We can take a 30-point lead with the extra point. In the shotgun. Back to pass. Going to hit Carroll over the middle. No, that's Spears, and he drops it. Tipped off his hands and intercepted by John Marshall. Defense can't stop him this time. They get the they get the touchdown to cut the lead to 37-14. Deuce Watt's going to come into motion. It's going to be a quick give to him. He gets a block out there. Then gets shoelaced by John Marshall, the one who just got the interception. They're going to send pressure, so this probably will work well. Except one man gets through it. Carroll breaking tackles, gets ahead for 15. 2nd and 11. We're going to spread them out here. Lewis Grant could burn his man. We're actually just going to hit. Not going to hit the drag route. 3rd and 11. We are 4 of 7 on 3rd downs. What will get open here? Back to pass for Pratt. We're going to roll out to the left, or the right. We're going to run it with him. Can we get some blocks? John Marshall again. No, that one's not John Marshall. It's going to be 4th and 3. We're going to be forced to punt it. Navy can't get anything. We're back out there again with the offense, with good field position. It's going to be a give to Carroll up the middle. He gets stuffed after a 2-yard run. We're going to try something different here with the play action tight end screen to Tyreek James. We hit him. Gets a couple blocks. Tyreek actually does have some speed. I didn't think he was that fast. He gets ahead for 16. 1st and 10 for Tulane. It's going to be a counter with Carroll to the left side. Carroll trucks a man over, keeps his feet, and gets forward for the first and goal for Tulane. Back to the air here. Spears is going to be in at running back. He might open up on that route to the left. But wide open is Grant up the middle. Grant gets in for another touchdown. He is having quite the debut. Our defense gets another stop. We're going to be back out there. Probably shouldn't be running, or excuse me, probably shouldn't be throwing the ball. We do have the backups in though. Ibieta's in. I actually think I had him beat. We're going to get out of bounds. He looks tall as shit. Justin Ibieta, 17-yard run. See, this is going to be Booker in. He's the one that we thought about playing over Carroll because of his speed. He is pretty fast, but Carroll does seem to be the guy. He is just a bruiser out there, honestly. He's straight give to Booker up the middle. And he's going to get the head for the first. Run to the outside with Booker. Gets to the outside. Makes a man miss. He's going to get a head for the first. There's going to be Celestine in the backfield this time for this carry. He gets forward for 8. Iverson, Celestine. Booker's going to get ahead. What a stiff arm from Booker. We need it out. That's going to be the game. We're going to improve to 1-0 on the year with Tulane after a 44-14 win over our former school, Navy. And just a great outing by our team. For our stats, Michael Pratt, 21 of 39, 474 yards, 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, but honestly should have been 1. The one should have been caught by Spears, just tipped off him. John Marshall picks it off. Sacked 2 times. Ibieta came in at the end, just threw 1 pass for 7 yards. Running the ball, Cameron Carroll, 64 yards, 1 touchdown. Pratt had 36 on the ground. Booker, 21. Ibieta, 15. Receiving, Lewis Grant. What a debut for the JUCO transfer. 9 receptions, 212 yards, 2 touchdowns. Also, Christian Daniels, 2 for 17 and a touchdown. Reggie Brown, 2 for 12 and a touchdown. And then Jaquan Jackson had just 1 catch, and it was a 91-yard touchdown grab. What a game from these receivers. Looking at this, we have a couple schools that offered us on here. UAB gets a win over Troy, 32-21. And another school that offered us played 20 Cal. Northwestern played them within 3 points, couldn't get the win. Not much to say about this one. We played a great game, honestly. We improved to 1-0 after a 44-14 dominant win. Next week, we have a bye week. We're going to skip past that, obviously. But back at home for our first home game with Tulane versus the Iowa Hawkeyes of the Big Ten. It's going to be a tough game. Iowa's defense is very good. Thank you guys for watching this one. Hope to see you on the next one. Later.